guys, if you've seen the fight, you know what I'm talking about. Joseph Parker wins by unanimous decision over Junior Fa. Just listening to Junior Fa right now in his post interview. You know, what do you guys? If you guys have seen the fight, what do you guys think about this fight? As far as I'm concerned, man, they done Junior Fa dirty, fam. How does man land clean, effective shots? Clean shots. Wrapped up Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker couldn't even get to work, and somehow Joseph Parker wins by, was it? I don't know if I heard correctly, if it's 119, 109. One of the scorecards was 115, 113, and one of the scorecards is 117 or 116 to something. That is absolutely ridiculous. What kind of nonsense scorecard is that? How can Joseph Parker have won this fight? Joseph Parker didn't win this fight. I don't care. He didn't land the clean, effective shots. The more damaging shot, wobbling shots, was Junior Fa that landed them. He kept him at bay with the jab. He peppered Joseph Parker with the jab. Joseph Parker was looking messy from, Joseph Parker looked good from maybe round 3, 4. Some of the other rounds were close, nip and tuck rounds, but for the most part of the part, for me, it looked like Junior Fa was getting the better of Joseph Parker in most of these rounds. So someone should drop your comments and explain to me how on earth Joseph Parker deserves to win this fight by the margins that they gave him. At the very least, it's a split decision draw. Joseph Parker didn't win this fight. I don't care. The Joseph Parker fanboys, drop your comments in the comment section below. Let me see what you man are saying, because I know the Joseph Parker fanboys, I've seen them before. I've been saying this thing about Parker. Sean Dale Winters, all these man that he's fighting, and listen, no one should never fight Joseph Parker in his backyard. Andrew Ruiz, arguably beat Joseph Parker and he lost. Junior Fa arguably beat Joseph Parker, and somehow you're giving this guy across the 3 scorecards victory. It's madness. This guy didn't win the fight, man. No way did Parker win the fight, man. Let's hear what Parker's saying.
With our team now, I think we're just going to talk with David and Kevin and Matthew, Mehdi and Frank and that, and see who's next for us.
Were you surprised with the bout and how hard Junior Fa made it, champ?
Yeah, Junior Fa put on a great performance with his team, and I said that he's got a great team behind him. And so there's a lot of things that we have to go back and work on, and it just shows the ring rust from both fighters not being in the ring for over a year.
Them scorecards, man, don't make no sense to me, fam.
We finally got there. You're on again, but I don't know if you've heard, but you're going to have your celebrations, but we're back down into level 3 lockdown. You've got some time to celebrate, and maybe with that beautiful family of yours.
Fa had the better jab. Fa landed the better, more effective shots. Aggression doesn't equal success, mate. Walking forward and being aggressive, he looked despondent in certain rounds. His corner, Kevin Barry, he knows full well. Kevin Barry, yeah. Kevin Barry, yeah. Look at Kevin Barry's face after the fight. Does that look like someone? Go and check Kevin Barry's face. It's the trainer. Does that look like someone that thought that his fighter won? Look at Joseph Parker leaning on the ropes. Did he look like someone that he thought that he won the fight? Look at the way they'll bring in flags and all them things for Junior Fa. Man, Fa won the fight, man. That's nonsense, man. How are you telling me that Parker won this fight? Okay, obviously some rounds were close, the nip and tuck rounds, but in my opinion, Junior Fa got the better of those rounds, and to be scoring the way they're scoring, it's ridiculous scoring as far as I'm concerned. What are they talking about? Better jab from Fa, landed more clean, effective shot, right hands. Even Fa said himself he didn't really think Parker landed many shots. He didn't land many shots. All his shots is falling off. Junior Fa is rolling the shot, these overhand rights on his shoulder constantly. He's riding shots. Parker has been aggressive in spots in certain rounds, but he weren't like that for the totality of the fight. He wasn't like that for the totality of the fight. What was he doing? His messy work. Fa had much better work than Joseph Parker, but hey, Joe Parker is the money man. He's the big man. He's got all the machine behind him in New York, in New Zealand, in Auckland. And what can Junior Fa do about that? Drop your comments in the comment section below. Post-fight reaction to Junior Fa versus Joseph Parker versus Junior Fa out there in New Zealand. It's interesting with the time zone and everything like that. I'm not used to watching boxing this early in the morning like this live out here in the UK, but man, I thought Junior Fa won the fight as far as I'm concerned. Better jab, more clean, effective shots, was rolling Joseph Parker's right hand, smothered Joseph Parker's work on the inside by constantly wrapping him up, and That was a fantastic game plan by Junior Farr. He knows Parker likes to get on the inside. He's a shorter guy with short arms. He constantly wrapped him up, didn't made it messy, didn't allow Parker to do his work, was landing his own jab. Obviously, Parker sometimes had success, but it wasn't in regularity. You know, Farr peppered him with the jab, wrapped him up when need be, rolled the overhand right. That Parker wasn't changing. He kept trying to throw the same shot that Junior Farr started to read. You know, and in spots, Junior Farr was landing his counters. You know, the judges just went with Parker looked more aggressive, so let's give him the fight because he's the cash cow in New Zealand. He's the big fighter and he's the A side. Okay, nonsense. Now we all know that fighters shouldn't go to New Zealand to fight Joseph Parker, because if you draw or your fight is close, you're not going to get a fair shake. Drop your comments in the comment section below. What are you, man, saying? What do you guys think about the fight? Big up Junior Farr. You know, Joseph Parker, he won the fight, you know, WBO Intercontinental, no, Oriental title. What do you guys want to see from Joseph Parker next? I believe Junior Farr made a good account of himself. He's probably going to get some good fights in the future. Let's see what you guys are saying. Cool. Like, subscribe, share this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button, hit the like button, do all that good stuff across the channel. Let's have it, man. Cool.